Hello, good morning, and welcome to your Real Food Wisdom weekly roundup. We are approaching August at a rate of knots. Taking my son to school this morning, I was like, "There's not many kids out here on the way to school." That's because some people have already broken up. Good luck to parents with very long summer holidays. The idea about this video is to give you some tips and ideas and thoughts about my approach to food. And I love food, and the more connected I am with food, the healthier I am, the leaner I am, the better I love life, and everything just seems to kind of make sense. So it's just a little offering to you, should you choose to watch it. So we are approaching August, rate of knots, and we kind of entered this period of stillness. I don't know if you can feel it. It feels still. Last night we had this like deluge of rain up in Manchester, and everybody thinks that Manchester is like one of the rainiest cities in the UK. It's actually not. It's not. We've got a great climate up here. It does rain, but that means it's green. But we also have like blistering, beautiful sun as well. We've got a really great climate up here, in my opinion. And I've lived in Bristol for like 30 years, and it's grayer down there than it is up here. Trust me, it is. I mean, Bristol's amazing as well. Sorry to all you Bristolians. It is true. It is brighter up here. Bristol's like more drizzly, rainier. It is like more humid and probably milder than up here, but we've got some beautiful seasons. Anyway, I digress. So we're kind of entering this sort of like stillness, and with it we have the trees, which are like, let me show you my glory. They are in their fullness. And under the trees, we have the fruit bushes, which are like, let me show you my glory, pick my fruit. And probably top of the list is a blackberry. There is absolutely no reason why, if you're living in the UK or most of Europe, why you should buy blackberries in plastic boxes, plastic packaging, probably covered in pesticides for like £2. They are free and they are everywhere, and they are literally saying, pick me. And so much of our seasonal approach to food, I would say, is about observation. And it's maybe a bit of a weird thing to say, but when you're observing things, you're noticing what is on offer. If you know what's on offer, you know where to head in the supermarkets and where to go. And you're teaching yourself through this subtle trait of observation. And we're not taught how to do that. School is all about results and can you quantify things and measure things. And I get that. That's like cool and a really important and interesting way of learning, but observation is also. And so often on our food journey, we might be thinking, okay, what do I do? What do I do? How do I do it? Tell me. Oh. And I would say, start first with an observation. What is the light doing? What are the trees doing? Where are you seeing bees? What are you seeing offered to you on bushes around you? And if you can't do anything else to be seasonal, just do that. Just start with that. Just start with observation. If you do want to do something and start eating seasonally and eating food that's in season, then a food group that you might want to consider eating this week would be an aubergine. Aubergines are amazing, versatile. At this time of year, they're really, really cheap, delicious, and easy. You can do so many things with them. And in the winter, they won't be in season. So use it now. Like, enjoy this glut of beautiful, wonderful produce that's coming over from Europe and that also we can grow in the UK. So aubergines, you might want to consider doing the following. So aubergine pairs really well with herbs like basil, parsley, coriander. It works really, really well with anchovies. Anchovies and aubergine and garlic and coriander. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Bit of chili. So you can freestyle it. using some of those ingredients. Or you can do things like make an aubergine lasagna. So you would just make like a really easy tomato sauce. And all you need to make a tomato sauce is oil, olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic, maybe a bit of chili, tomatoes, like tin tomatoes. That's it. Leave it on the hob, let it bubble, let it bubble, let it bubble. Let the flavor come. You need to let the flavors come. If you just put it on there and think that it's going to be there, it's still going to be acidic. You need to let it marinade and do its thing. And then you can just like fry off aubergines and do layers with cheese, tomato sauce, fried aubergine, like a big slice of aubergine, cheese, layer it up, finish with cheese, stick it in the oven, lush. If that's too much of a faff, just chop up your aubergine really small, scatter it in a bit of oil, some salt, some ground garlic, which you can find in any supermarket, stick it in the air fryer, have it as a side, bada bing, bada boom. What else can you do with aubergine? Well, you can put it in salads. You chop it up. If you chop it up really, really small, it gets really crispy and lovely. You can make things like baba ganoush, which is more of like a dip. You can stuff an aubergine. A couple of weeks ago, I did an aubergine with a date and date butter. Oh my God, it was amazing. Basically, just put an aubergine whole in the oven, let it sort of collapse a bit, it got all charred. Oh, hello, B. And then I filled it with this date garlic butter thing. Oh, it's so good. It looked a bit weird, but it was really, really good. Endless. What else? What else? Put in the comments, what do you do with your aubergines? But this is the time. Eat your aubergines now, because a few months' time, they'll be over. You can just put them in salads. Just get rocket, chop up aubergine, fry it off a bit, put it with some, I don't know, beetroot, apples, bit of nuts, some rocket, bit of cheese, lush salad, beautiful. Other things that you might want to look at if you're outside and you're wanting to forage a little bit, other than blackberries, might be plums. So I found massive plums trees everywhere. Well, no, that's not exactly true. They're not everywhere. You have to look for them, and this is the key about the observation. If you start observing, you're going to notice these things, and you're going to see free food everywhere. You're going to be like, oh my God. Plums are in season. Peaches, we're starting to see lots and lots of peaches. Still, we've got carrots. Still, we've got radish. By the way, carrots, Sainsbury's are selling an amazing bunch of organic carrots, still with the leaves on. And even Elijah said the other day he has them raw. He was like, "Oh, mummy, these are really sweet carrots." I was like, "Yeah." So they're not too expensive. Sainsbury's organic, great. They have got plastic packaging around them, but you know. And I want to just finish because I've been talking now for 8 minutes. If you're still tuned in, well done. What is my approach to supermarkets? Listen, supermarkets are a business. They have never pretended to be like there for our well-being, really. They are a business, and they're there to make money. And I try to approach the supermarket with a bit of an air of gratitude. I'm grateful that I can shop in a supermarket, that there's one near me. There's a lot of people in the world that would long for a supermarket to be near them, and kind of adopt that practice of gratitude, whilst also knowing that there are certain things that I will avoid at all costs. I will avoid really ultra processed food, like shit food. Sulfates is number one. I cannot have sulfates. They make my eyes puff up. They make my brain feel like I'm like dead. So I just totally avoid sulfates, and anything that's got like a long list of stuff on the back. I'm just not going to do it. But I try not to kind of like demonize or, okay, they're a business, and I use them. So if I'm going to use them, like, more fool me if I'm using them. And at the same time, like, say that they're the devil. And they're just run by people, and food business is there to make money, and they make money by making us eat more. And if we just know that, and we go into it with our eyes open and use our power as consumers to make good choices for ourselves and use other things that might be available to us, then we can start to readdress the balance. So yeah, I try just to be grateful for supermarkets and avoid certain things, like just things that have just got ingredients in that I don't recognize, that are clearly chemicals, is a no-go for me. But I do buy like processed bread for my son when he goes to his like for his packed lunch, and other things like popcorn and yogurts and stuff like that. Anyway, I've been talking a lot. Is there anything else on my list? I'm just going to check. Observation, aubergines, supermarkets, gratitude, full trees, full air. Just the last thing is that I think I might have mentioned this, is the light. Like the light at this time of year is beautiful. Enjoy it, because the sun is going to start, it's just tipping, that, well, not the sun is tipping, the earth is tipping. And so we'll start seeing different light coming in, just as beautiful, but just different. So enjoy it whilst it's here. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful opportunity to enjoy the sun at this particular time. Have a great week. Please get in touch. I've started a micro bakery. I don't know how this has even happened. I'm blaming my son, but people are starting to buy my bread. If you want to know, if you're local to me and you want to buy my bread, then send me a number and I'll put you on the list. And I think that's it from me. Over and out. Thanks for listening. 11 minutes, 26 seconds. Sorry about that. Quite long. Bye.